In the previous chapter, Odysseus finally left the island of Ogygia after 7 long years of captivity. With Calypso's help, he built a raft, gathered supplies, and set sail toward his beloved homeland of Ithaca. But while Odysseus battled the great sea on his journey home, his kingdom was facing a crisis of its own. In his precarious vessel, Odysseus braved the great sea that separated the European from the African peoples. His goal was to return to the arms of his beloved wife, Penelope, and reunite with his young son, Telemachus. On the island of Ithaca, the kingdom of the fearless hero was in danger, for it had been years since the king had left for the War of Troy. Almost everyone believed that Odysseus had died in his venture. Odysseus's palace was full of suitors who wished to betroth the Queen Penelope and assume the vacant throne. The queen was no longer young, but still had incredible beauty. Young Telemachus, who was just a baby when his father left, was now a man. The suitors had chosen to stay in the palace, squandering Odysseus's fortune while waiting for Penelope to choose her new husband. Athena assumed the form of a seemingly noble man. In disguise, she entered the palace through the suitors who looked at the visitor with suspicion. Telemachus received the visitor with hospitality, just as Zeus had commanded men. The man said his name was Mentes, king of the Tephias, allies of Telemachus's father. Telemachus told the visitor about the chaos in his father's kingdom and how the suitors were squandering his inheritance. Finally, he asked if the visitor had any news of Odysseus. Mentes said he did not know Odysseus's exact location, but he was alive and doing everything he could to return home. The nobleman said that Telemachus should try to find clues to his father's whereabouts, for he was now a man and should take control of his destiny. Telemachus's heart felt great courage. Mentes assumed the form of a bird and took off. Witnessing that scene, the young man was sure that the gods were on his side. But this was only the beginning of Telemachus's journey. Subscribe and stay tuned for segment 4, where the story of Odysseus continues.